Hi, I hope you're very well. Now, in this video, what I want to just explore is how you could use an index match with, let's say, two match functions. So, for example, here I've got a grid of values. So let's say January, February, March, and then I've got a thing of colors down here. So what I want to be able to do is that, for example, if I put in January in grey here, see there it says 518. So there's January, go down to grey, where is it, top? And there's 518. So what I want to be able to do is basically kind of plug them in here and then for it to return the value that I have here as well. So I'm just going to begin with a review of the match function. Okay. So for example, if I take here, I've done it earlier. So for example, if I basically want to find where July is, let's say in this list, if when we use the match function is basically a function that returns a number. Right? And what we want to do with the index thing here is we basically want to say, let each of these two values return a number. So for example, let's say that would be column 1, and the grey is going to be this, whatever number this is. Let me see now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Number 10. So I want to say, okay, what is the value that's returned at the intersection of 1 here and this other number here? Okay. So the way we do that is, first of all, we do the match function. So let's say I'm going to go here to July, and I'll just put in January here as well. Okay. So I go up here to formulas, I go to lookup and reference, and I go to match. Now, obviously, if you're experienced with this, you don't need to do this, but I do like to teach this from the menu. So the thing I want to look up here is this one, January, and lookup array is the place that I want to look it up in here. Okay. And I want it to be an exact match, so I'm going to say 0. Okay. And you see that it returns 1. And that's exactly is the position it is in this one. You would do the same thing with coral. So for example, if I go here, and let's say I'm just going to use the same color here, grey. So again, I just go up here to lookup and reference, down to match. The lookup value is going to be grey. Lookup array here, highlight all the way down there. And again, I just use 0. 0 returns an exact match. And there's options there for -1 or +1, but in general, probably stick to the 0 because you usually do want an exact match. All right, and it says 10. Okay, and if I go here to 10, 1, I go here 1, make it easy for myself, put down 1. Oops, I should have used the control key, of course. Highlight that down. And there's 10 is grey, okay, which is what I wanted. So I'm going to now kind of combine this with the index function. I'll just delete it here. Lookup and reference down to index. So the index, I start with the first one here. Click OK. And then I just highlight my array over here. And if you notice here, I've just selected the actual numbers. I haven't included the headings in it. Now the row number, I want to use a match function with it. So I just type in match. And then I'm going to say, I'm going to start with, the color, which is going to be here. And comma. All right, and I go down here to my rows. F4, comma 0. And you see that it's returning 10, exactly as I have it up there. And then for the column number, I do the same thing, match. Click on the January, comma, and then I just select this bit here, and just use F4 to lock it, comma 0. Okay, and then I get 518. Now, what you could also do as well is you could kind of set up a little bit of conditional formatting that will make it easy for you to spot the numbers. So, for example, I'm going to highlight these numbers here, and I'm going to say home conditional formatting. I'm going to say highlight cells rules equal to whatever number I have in here, and then I click OK. Okay. So it means now there's my 518, which matches. But for example, if I come along here to July, make sure it matches exactly, and I'm going to say, let's say, coral. You see there, it gives me the exact match there on it. Right? So I hope you find this useful. The file is here with it if you want to practice on it. And take care, mind yourself. Bye.